Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. My weekend was long, but it was okay. Um, I kept myself busy. I am on my fourth day of Chantix today. I start my 2 doses. I already took my morning one. I take another dose at dinner or before bed. So fingers crossed that this was helping. It did make me feel a little icky yesterday and the day before, just nauseated from it, and that is one of the side effects of it. So, but hey, if it will help, I'm a happy camper. Good morning, Miss Frosty. How are you? Good morning, Taylor. Good morning, Tank. Good morning, Paula. I have a link pinned at the top that is to the shawl we will be starting today, but I would like to do a couple other things before we get into that. One of them is I would like to I'm not sure, Tank, why my hours seem to not move. I've noticed that over the last 3 days, checking, and they have moved by 2 hours in 3 days. So I'm not sure. I do know that they are 5 days behind. I have no idea. Good morning, Chris, when you need your nap. As I was saying, I would like to draw for but it did work good. I've had a couple of friends that I know have done the Chantex. One, I used to babysit his daughter. Her name was Jasmine. His name was Roger. He did the Chantex. He said it caused him extremely strange dreams. His mood was altered. He was real grumpy all the time. But he stopped smoking. Another friend of mine, Debbie, she lives just down the road from me. I drove with her when we were driving cars. She did the Chantex. She had the same side effects as me. She had a lot of nausea. She couldn't eat. Ended up losing 20 pounds, but she quit smoking. A girl that was in Jill Fiberfloozy's Jolene, she said that she used the Chantex as well and quit. I guess it just affects everybody differently to their body chemistry, I guess. Thank goodness I have not had any other side effect except for the nausea. As I said, today's the fourth day. I will start my 2 dose tablets today. I already did my first one. So fingers crossed that nausea is the worst that I get of it. I can handle a little bit of it. So, oh goodness, Tank. Yeah, the Wellbutrin did nothing for me. I did not like the way it made me feel. I told my doctor, no way am I taking that. Absolutely not. I will not take it. So, all right. I do have the wheel pulled up. We had, I think there was 8 people that left a comment with the puzzle word. 1 was Sherry Knowles, 2 Nancy Mack, 3 Beautiful Lady, 4 Kelly, 5 M Mary Hain, 6 Tank, 8 Crystal. Or yeah, there was 8 of you, and then Jen's Hobby Nook. So tie-dye done. It made me feel constantly angry. Oh, well, thank goodness I haven't had that at all yet. But like I said, I'm only on the 4th day. It's still the little white tablet, which is 0.5 milligrams. So 3 more days and then I start the pink tablets. Hopefully I can quit before then. I don't I don't like taking medications at all. So Sherry, I cannot take gabapentin either. I do have neuropathy in my feet and in my hands. I am Sherry on the Chantix. It's the generic version of the Chantix. But gabapentin I cannot take. I have tried 2, 3 different times to take that, and every time I literally feel like my mind and my soul is like floating out of my body. I get severe anxiety from it. I get itchy. I feel like I am not myself. So I cannot take gabapentin at all. Yeah, I did not like the way it made me feel at all. All right. So, the 8 people that did leave a comment, this is what I will send to the winner. It is a nice shawl for winter time. It is the puzzle yarn, the Jack's Shimmer. It is a 5 bulky weight. It is done in the half circle eyelet shawl. It is quite large and it will be extremely warm for whoever wins this. As I said, I have the wheel ready. We can spin that and get this out of the way. So here is the wheel, and I will get it to spin. Congratulations, Mary. You won the puzzle shawl. That is amazing. I'm so happy. Yes, a very nice hug in the winter. So congratulations again to Mary Hain. I'm so glad that you won that shawl. We can shut that down now and move that out of the way. I also got a box in the mail Saturday. It is cut and ready to open, and I want to share with you guys what I got in here. All right, let's see what's in this beautiful box. There is a card in here. Forever is composed of nows. This is a card made by Shannon, Art Junkie. Inside it says, lots of love and hugs, your friend Mishi. Sweet Pam, congratulations on winning this stunning Mishi cake. I am in love with these cakes. I hope this brings you a little bit of joy in this difficult time you're going through. I am here for you always. And then it's from Mishi. So thank you, Mishi. I love that card. Yes, Mary, please email me at the email address that was dropped there in the chat. You have 48 hours to claim the prize. Otherwise, I will have to repick another winner. Just leave me your information and I will get that out to you on the 1st or the 3rd. It's wrapped in this beautiful tissue paper, but I will take that off. And OMG, is that gorgeous? Oh, look at that Mishi cake with the sparkles. The teal and the purple and the dark purple. OMG, I love that. And this is one of the Rena cakes, 8-ply cotton, fingering weight, approximately 1,400 yards. Wow. Tank, I seen you crying. I know. Um, Mishi did have a very rough week, you guys. She had a lot going on. She was not feeling very well. And she did get a couple of the orders mixed up. I was not supposed to get the sparkle one. I was supposed to get the regular Mishi cake with the purple and the teals. Tank was supposed to get the sparkle, and I believe it was Matt was supposed to get the Rena glass, stained glass. I ended up with the sparkle. Tank ended up with the stained glass cake, and Matt ended up with my cake. So that just was not just not good. I felt so bad for Mishi. I did offer to send it to Tank and wait for the original. Mishi asked me to please keep it and that she would make sure Tank got the sparkle. So yes, it was a huge mess, and as I said, I felt so horrible for Mishi, as I know she was going through a lot. She had some other issues going on. She's working a full-time job. She was not feeling well. It was a huge mess, but I'm glad it all worked out. Tank will get her sparkle. I'm glad I get to keep the sparkle one because it's beautiful, you guys. That is a stunning cake of yarn. So thank you, Mishi. I appreciate that very, very much. Oh. Yes, Taylor, you are gonna flip when you see that in person. Oh, it's so stunning. When I first seen that, it took my breath away. It was so gorgeous. Yeah, it's beautiful on camera, but in person, I kid you not, it's 100 times even more beautiful in person than it is on camera. I want to order some more of those sparkle ones in the Mishi color. Those colors are beautiful together, and then add that sparkle to it. Can you imagine what a beautiful shawl that's going to make? Just find the right pattern or make up your own pattern for it. Oh, that is going to be stunning. I had also asked you guys to pick my next diamond painting, which a few of you did vote on it. So this is the one that was picked that had the most votes. And I'm about a quarter of the way, almost halfway with it. So I do love that. Good morning, Mary King. How are you today? You know, Tank, I think a poncho would be very pretty with that Mishi color. With the sparkle, I think a poncho would be beautiful with that yarn instead of doing a shawl. I kind of got the shawl bug though. It bit me hard. Good morning, Diana. That sunflower one, I am enjoying this one. I have not done a flower one like this ever. So I'm I'm really enjoying doing this one. And when I like the one that I'm doing, I can work on them for hours at a time and just go. That I started that one yesterday or Friday night. No, Saturday night I started this one. I think it was Saturday night. I don't know. I sent Tank a picture and let her know I've started it, so. All right. The shawl that you guys picked for this week is the Agatha reading shawl. The link to it is pinned if you do need extra help with it, or if you just need a reminder. Once you get going, if you set it down, you forget, it's there for you to use. She gifted me a stained glass with 1,400 yards, and I was thinking a poncho. It is very hard to get used to working with, Sherry, especially if you are used to working with 4-weight, 5-weight, 6-weight yarns. I try not to use bigger than a 5 to a 5.5 millimeter hook working with that thin of yarn. The Stenley, I actually went down to a 4 millimeter and it seems to be working better. And that's what I'm going to use for this shawl that we are going to start right now, which is the Agatha reading shawl. I am using this Stenley cake that is the pink and white with sparkle. It is very pretty. Now, to start the Agatha reading shawl, you can use whatever weight yarn that you guys would like. This is a fingering weight, lace weight. Once you have your yarn and your proper hook, you will either make a slip knot and chain 6, slip stitch into the first stitch to make a ring, or you can use the magic circle, which is what I did. Once you get the magic circle or your loop from your chain 6, you want to do 2 double crochets, a chain 2, 2 double crochets, a chain 2, and 2 double crochets. And it should look like this once you get that in. So you want 6 double crochets with the chain 2 spaces. Once you get that done, at the end of this row, you will chain 1, turn your work, and we're going to put 2 double crochets back into that very first stitch. So there's 1, and 2. Then you will put 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and that brings us to a corner chain space. And in this corner chain space, you will put 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet, all into that chain space. Then you will work a double crochet into the next stitch, a double crochet into the next. This is the back of your shawl, and you will always work just double crochets into the back. That brings us back to a corner chain space where you will do one double crochet, a chain two, and one double crochet. Then you will double crochet into the next space, and then two double crochet into this last chain space. Try to get under both of the loops there, and work two double crochet into that last spot. And this is what you should have so far. You can see it kind of starting to take its shape. Check the chat here. All right, when you get to the end of round 3, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and into the very first stitch, work 2 double crochets, and then work 1 double crochet into the next, and 1 double crochet into the next, and you'll work 1 double crochet in each stitch till you hit your corner chain space. Once you get to your corner chain space, again it's 1 double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet all into the same space. And then you're going to work 1 double crochet in each stitch across the back. Good morning, Pebbles. In the corner chain space, it's 1 double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. And then 1 double crochet into each space till you get to your last stitch. And then 2 double crochet into your last stitch. Yeah, I like that, Sherry Sparkle. I seen that she was going to change her name to that at Mishi's last night. Chain 1, turn your work, and we are going on to we're round 5. So for this one, it's the same. You just put 2 double crochet into the first stitch. One double crochet in each stitch till you hit the corner chain space. And then the next 2 rows are our repeat rows after this one. Are you serious, Pebbles? Welcome back, Taylor. Then across the back, it is 1 double crochet in each stitch till you hit your corner chain space again. In the corner chain space, it is a 1 double crochet, chain 2, 1 double crochet, then 1 double crochet in each stitch till your last stitch. Then in the last stitch, it is 2 double crochets. Okay. Oh, for goodness sakes. 1 and 2. And this is what you should be looking like so far. Yeah, I don't understand why they wouldn't do that. Give you the, instead of having to break them in half. All right, row 6 and 7 are your repeat rows. And this row is a little different than what we've been doing. So for row 6, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, 2 double crochets into your first, and you'll do this at every round, or every row will start and end. I'm doing it left-handed, Tank. It just looks right-handed in the camera. It's left though, trust me. After you get your 2 double crochets into the first stitch, you will chain 1, skip 1, and then 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet into the next. And chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet into the next. Chain 1, and then that brings us to the corner. My honest opinion, Diana, is any weight this shawl would be gorgeous in. The Agatha Christie or Agatha Reading shawl, I think would be beautiful in any weight. If I had my choice personally, I would use probably a 2 or a 3 weight, but I don't have any of that, so I'm using the Stenley. Once you get to your corner chain space, it's going to be 1 double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. Then across the back, it's 1 double crochet in every stitch. Hello, Rosie. The back is always going to be double crochets in each stitch. Then in the corner chain space, it's 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet, and then you'll chain 1. I know, I always say Agatha Christie, and it's just the Agatha Reading shawl. Skip 1, and then 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, 1 double crochet, chain 1, skip 1, double crochet, chain 1, and then into that last stitch you'll work 2 double crochets. And there's your Agatha Reading shawl so far. Is what it should be looking like. Okay, last row, and then you guys will be on your own of repeating the row we just did, which was row 6 and row 7. These are the 2 repeat rows. And in the first one, you will do 2 double crochets, does it? I'm sorry. Then you'll put 1 double crochet on top of the previous double crochet there, and then a double crochet around the chain space, and then just work a double crochet along this row till you hit the corner chain space. Yikes, don't tell him that, Tank. That would be scary seeing myself. Then once you work those double crochets across, you're back at the corner chain space, which is a double crochet, chain 2, and a double crochet. This is weird for me too because I'm a 100% lap crocheter. I like my work in my lap, not in the air. And then across the back, it is a double crochet in every stitch across the back. And I think the replay, if you watch the replay of this, the chat won't be in the way. How about if I slide it over a little bit? Does that help? And then back at this corner chain space, it's 1 double crochet, chain 2, and 1 double crochet. And then double crochet in every space, going around the open chain spaces until you get to your last stitch. And then in your very last space here, you'll work 2 double crochets. And that is how you do the Agatha reading shawl. You just repeat rows 6 and 7 from here on out. Just remember, when you chain 1 and turn, it's 2 double crochets into the first. When you end, it's 2 double crochets in the last. The back, which is this, will always be double crochets across the back. And then you'll alternate so that you have boxes, double crochets. The next row would be boxes. It is a very simple shawl pattern. It is pinned at the top of this live if you do need help. It's from Ophelia Talks, so it's a beautiful shawl, you guys. Very easy to make. Please, if you are following along and doing this shawl with us, please post your pictures in the Facebook group. I would love to see them, as I do all the work you guys do in the make-alongs with me. I love to do or see your guys' pictures. I think using the Stenley yarn for this Agatha reading shawl is going to make a very beautiful shawl, pink and white. Any shawl would be beautiful with the Rena or Stenley cakes, though. Any shawl. So, any questions, guys? I've heard a lot about this mint tea shawl, and I want to look it up. You have 3 pink Stenleys? My goodness. What are you going to do with them? I don't usually leave my house either, Diana, but when I do, like I go to Walmart, to the doctor's, um, if I do decide to go to church on Sunday, I always wear one of the shawls I have. Yeah, Sherry, send it to me and I'll see if I can share it on the. I have not seen the other Mary in here yet today. Hopefully she'll watch the replay of this. Yeah, the big Stenley one that I won from Mishi, which was this, or this was the one I bought. This was the big one I bought. This one has 2,000 meters, which when I looked it up, it came to 2,189 yards. So, and that's a big Stenley muffin. And then I won the Magic Drops Stenley from Mishi, which is the sparkle with the teal and dark teal. And this one has 1,100 meters, which when I brought it up, it was like 1,239 yards. So, and then that little pink and white one, I think was 1,000 meters. Absolutely, Pebbles. No, I didn't win pink. The pink one was in my last mystery box I got from Mishi, which I hope to be able to get one more. Let's see if I can share this on here. Oh my, that's gorgeous. Oh, ho, ho. That's a pretty, pretty shawl. All right, now let's see if I can share it. Eh. Let's try that again. I don't think it's going to let me share it because it says I'm 297 letters over. Let me try some here. Let's see if that will, hopefully that will bring you guys to it. I hope. All right, let me see if I can send it to you too, Tank. All right, I sent it to you. Hello, Crystal. It did work? Okay. It just made me erase 300 or 297 of the letters and numbers. But as long as you guys can still get to it, that is a beautiful shawl. And one that I would not mind trying to do. I love doing shawls. Yeah, I would like to check out the other ones too, Diana. I really would. So any questions on the Agatha reading shawl before I get into anything else that we got going on here today? I don't want to confuse anybody, but if you have questions, I would like to answer them for you. I'm slowly learning how to put links and pin them, and thanks to Tank walking me through it and telling me how to do it, I'm learning to do it. I'll get there. So if I wanted to use like the Tranquility cake I got from Rena, even though it's a fingering weight, I believe. Or Tranquil Waters. I was doing the Agatha reading shawl out of this, but I frogged it because I didn't want to have two. This would work? Good. Maybe I'll use this one then. I'm saving my sparkle one until Tank gets hers. And I'm going to use a 4.5 millimeter hook with this one. Thank you, Taylor. Yeah, I've seen this one on Rena's Etsy shop, the Tranquil Waters, and I absolutely fell in love with the colors. I was like, I have to have that. I love anything that is teal, aqua, grays, Mishi's cake even with the purple and the teals, that dark purple. This thing is just stunning. The teals and the purple in that are, I just love that color. And that sparkle in it with that dark purple just blows your mind when you see it in person. And I'm working on another half circle eyelet shawl that I will end up giving away. And this one is done in a yarn I got from Temu. And this yarn is super, super soft. And I love the colors of it. But as I said, I will end up giving this one away. It didn't work, Tank, for you? Yeah, that's strange why it can't be copied. Thank you, Diana. Yep, this one's gonna, when it's done, this will be a giveaway. And I told you guys I ended up frogging the blanket that I was working on and restarted it. Use the sparkle one. I will, but not right at the moment. I got the new shawl we just started today going. I got my blanket going. I have that other shawl going. I have the diamond painting going. Good morning, Nancy. Yeah, my hands are quite busy at the moment, which is good. I need to stay busy. It keeps my mind occupied and I don't think about a lot of things that are going on. Yeah, the Schitt's Creek one is the one. I was already on the first repeat color, the tan, I think. Because I started with this one on the last one, but it was just so wide. That I frogged it and made it so it's not quite so wide. And the colors got bigger block spaces, so. Diana, the shawl that you won is this one. Which I have all your information wrote down on this paper. So as soon as the first comes, I can get this out to you. And it was with the Lucky Bamboo yarn in the, what they called gray and blues. But this one's yours, Diana. Thank you, Taylor. It's the staggered paired stitch from Crystal over at Bag O' Day. I love that stitch. Oh, thank you, Dennis. What's going on with your internet, Nancy? We are doing the Agatha reading shawl, which we did the first 7 rows together, and row 6 and 7 are your repeat rows. And yes, it is pinned at the top if you do need help with it, or if you put it down and you forget something, you can always go back and rewatch the video. Yes, this will be my second one that I am making of the Agatha reading shawl. And then the purple variegated half circle eyelet shawl. That's the fourth or fifth one of those I've made. If you guys would like to have your channel dropped, you can type in the word craft. It will drop your channel for you. If you would like to know how hot you are, you can type weather, and Nightbot will give you your weather. Yeah, I absolutely love doing shawls. And when I first, the very first shawl I ever made was the Easy, was it? No, it was the DC All Day Shawl. That was the very first one I ever made. Then the second one I made was the Easy Breezy Shawl by Fiber Spider. Then I attempted another one, but I followed Fiber Spider's Easy Breezy, but I kind of took it on my own, and I put some front post double crochets in. I put like some fillets in it, and then I just did a bunch of different stitches, and it ended up coming out really pretty. I believe I gave that one away at Moonlit Moth, Joseph's channel. I believe I gave that one away over at his channel. And then I did what I called my version of Bag O' Day's Annabelle shawl. I did my own version of it, and then I made her Annabelle shawl the right way. And then I did, then I found that half circle eyelet shawl, and I've done that one. And then I did the Agatha Reading shawl. So yeah, I would say I got bit by the shawl bug. And in between all of this, I've been doing scarves for the school. So I've got 2 full boxes of scarves and hats now for the school. I do have a couple of blankets that I would like to donate to the school as well. So oh goodness, only 58 degrees. Wow. Let's see if it'll, if I can get mine in there. This is so cool. I figured out how I can type. 35% humidity for me, 78 degrees. Next thing I have to figure out is how I can redirect so that we can automatically go over to VJ's when she starts here in 30 minutes. I would love to figure that out. And I need to learn how to do the little thank you videos and stuff. Yeah, when it's that hot and the humidity's that high, it makes it absolutely miserable. That I do know. That's one thing I do not miss from Michigan is the humidity. the few times I have gone back to visit, it had been in the summertime and that humidity was just miserable. No, I'm on my tablet, honey. I'm on my tablet. Yeah. I remember as a kid, my mom used to say that it's hot enough outside you could fry an egg on the sidewalks. So my sister and I literally took egg, went out and cracked it on the sidewalk, and sure enough, you could see it starting to cook. Just the outer edge of the egg would turn white, but it wasn't hot enough to do it. Here's how you direct people. There you go. Thank you, Tank. Oh my goodness, that would be hilarious to see. I see that, Tank. Diana, there's still a lot that I need to learn, and I'm learning it slowly. Um, I I haven't even been doing this a year. It'll be a year December 23rd that I started doing YouTube. So, I mean, for not knowing anything about it at all to just diving in and starting a channel, not knowing anything. It it has definitely been a wonderful journey of learning. So, good morning, Tina. It took me forever to learn how to do the moderators. It took me forever to learn how to do the thumbnails of putting up for lives. There's still a lot that I would love to learn. So, yeah, even the community tab, I'm still learning how to put things up on that. I did learn to do the polls for votes and stuff like that. That was really cool. So it's a huge learning journey when you decide to do something like this. And you got to have several devices to be able to learn everything. You know, you can't get to your uh, community part of your YouTube studio unless you have a laptop. I've tried every way possible with my tablet and my phone, and it's impossible to do. I cannot get to the community part to like fix moderators or stuff like that without a laptop or a desktop, and my desktop does not work. Mr. Crafty's dad was nice enough to give me this Chrome book, but it does need to be serviced. It works great for everything except for some of the pictures they don't come in clear. He had it charging, and when he had it charging, there was a storm and something happened, but you can see that's how all the videos and pictures look. They're not right. But for anything else, you can use it for anything else. Like the wheel. Um, Let me show you here. So when I do like the wheel, that comes in perfect. I have no issues with anything except for doing like a video or a picture. That's the only thing I have an issue with it. So I'm just going to take it into Best Buy to the Geek Squads and see if they can figure out and fix it. Then I can use this and it would be a whole lot simpler because you can do more things when you have the laptop. Then I can figure out how to add in the thank yous and stuff like that. Hopefully I can get the rest of my hours I need. I need 230 more watch hours. Yeah, I have the YouTube studio as well. Diana, do you have an extra one that you don't use or something? Hello, Jin Jin. Yeah, I know they're expensive. That I do know. Mr. Crafty's dad had a tablet, a little purple tablet, and he wanted it to be reset because he couldn't remember the password to it. He hadn't used it in like 7 years, but he couldn't remember the password to it. So we took it into the Geek Squad just to have them do a factory reset. They charged him $50 just to do a factory reset. But it didn't work. He still couldn't get into it. So he took it back. Well, they ended up giving him the money back. But it's obsolete. Exactly, Sherry. Yep, it's obsolete. So there's nothing he can do. He can't use it for anything except for playing games if he wanted to. That's about all it's good for. So, yeah, it's very ridiculous. That's why I said if they could do that one cheap enough, I would have them fix it. But if they're gonna charge me an arm and a leg, I would be better off just to get a new one all the way around. Buy a new one. Or see if I could find a refurbished one, or that you got a bunch of them, Diana. If you don't have a need for one and you have one that would work, I would gladly take one. I know it would make my life a whole lot easier doing the YouTube journey if I had the devices to be able to do it properly. I use my tablet. That's great. My tablet works wonderful. I love it for doing videos in my lives. I wished my phone didn't get so hot so that I could do tutorials and show you guys my hands, just my hands when I'm working on a tutorial. Like today doing the shawl, I wished I could use my phone to make a tutorial to put up, but my phone gets so hot using it and then my screen burns out and then I'm without my phone. So I try not to use my phone for anything when it comes to YouTube. It just gets too hot. And I don't have a holder for my tablet to be able to tip it where I can show you guys just my hands when I'm working on something. So I know if I had a laptop, it would be so much easier because then I could tilt it and have the camera to where it's just at my hands. I don't know. I'll figure out something because I would like to make a tutorial to show how to do some of these. Hello, May. Oh, thank you so much, May. I appreciate that. You bought a Dell laptop, but after using an iPad for so long, Yeah, see, and that's something else. I've used my tablet for so long now. I bought my tablet right after I started my YouTube journey. I think it was the following month. So I started in late December, and then January I bought the tablet, and I've been using my tablet for everything since for YouTube. And I love my tablet. I appreciate any of you guys that are running my playlist. Like I said, YouTube is 5 days behind on loading up the information. So 5 days behind. I know it's incorrect, but as of today, it still says I need 230 hours to hit 3,000. And my shorts got me all the subscribers that I have, so I've heard of that too, that the refurbished ones are nice to have. I don't have a new egg out here though. Is that an online thing? See, I'm an Android. I love my Android. I've never had an iPhone. I've never owned an Apple product ever. I absolutely love the Android. New Egg as a store. Oh, it's an online store? Okay. Thank you, Diana. They left, Mary or Paula. Did you have a good visit with them at least, I hope? I'll have to check that New Egg out. Matter of fact, I better write it down so I don't forget New Egg. Oh, I'm glad you had a good visit with them. Apple brainwashes people. Oh. Oh, wonderful, Paula. See, I would be lost if I even picked up an Apple product. If I picked one up, I couldn't tell you how to use one. I really couldn't. I've never desired to have an Apple product ever. I found, Diana, that the best way I have learned is just to play around with the YouTube. Go to the YouTube studio, kind of study things, look at it, go to your channel itself, and I've just figured things out just by playing around on accident. And thank God, knock on wood, I have not done an oopsie pop-up live. I played around a lot with trying to schedule them for later, the thumbnails, titles. Um, I just I just I guess learning by playing around. See, everyone in my house is Android. Mr. Crafty, even his dad, Android users. I don't think I could switch to an Apple product. Even though I've heard they're nice, but oh, thank you, Mary. I appreciate that. Yeah, I feel a lot better this week. Last week was a very rough, hard week for me. Putting my baby to sleep was the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my entire life. I miss that little man dearly. He he was my emotional support. He was my best friend. That little man did everything with me from the day I got him until the day I had to put him to sleep, which was last week. Not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before. Um, that was that was tough, you guys. That was hard. But I know it was what was best for him. He had, as I told you guys, over 10 mass knots of masses on him, all around his neck, his ears, his belly, his legs. He was full of cancer. And we did not know that until we put him down. And it had went to his kidney and livers, or kidney and liver, and that is what caused him to start bleeding internally. And I was not going to let him suffer. So I did what I had to do. It was extremely hard, but it was what was best for him. So, oh, Mary, I'm so sorry. It it's the hardest thing to do. Um, as you guys, I told you guys, I had him since he was 3 weeks old. I finished bottle feeding him and his twin sister. Their mother passed away right when they turned 3 weeks old. So I took him and his twin sister, finished bottle feeding them at 8 weeks old. His sister did find a good home that she went to, um, and Spunky stayed with me. He took to me and I took to him. That dog would warn me of my stomach attacks. He did that dog did everything. He talked, he danced. He had a personality like he was a real human being. He really thought he was real. Um, I took that dog everywhere with me. He fit in my coat pockets, and I took him everywhere. He fit right in my pocket. I'd take him to restaurants, stores, anywhere I went, that dog went with me. And it was that way till he started having seizures. Once he had seizures, he couldn't travel anymore. So very rarely did he get to go in the car, but he was still right at my side. And I thank God that I have Charlie, because otherwise I think I would probably still be a wreck. But Charlie really has helped me a lot through this. He's been by my side. He follows me. He's literally my shadow. Everywhere I go, Charlie is right behind me. As a matter of fact, right now he's laying right in front of me at my feet. So every night I go to bed, he's with me. If I go out to the dining room to work on a diamond painting, he lays right on the floor next to me. So if I go outside, he's outside. It's so funny. Absolutely, it is. It is like losing one of your children. It's really hard. And so I appreciate you guys being patient with me, as I was not really all here the last week. I was not at very many lives last week. Matter of fact, I think I made it to Mishi's, and that was it. I didn't really make it into Jill's. I was at Jill's Friday night. But other than that, I really wasn't. I didn't have the desire to be on YouTube. I just wanted to be by myself and alone and deal with my own emotions. So, yeah, their personalities, they become their own individual. And for him being a full-blooded Chihuahua, he sure didn't act like one. He wasn't the yippy kind of dog that barked at everybody and everything. He really took well to children. When my granddaughter came and I brought her home from the hospital, she was just a newborn out of the NICU. And she I raised her for 7 years, and her and Spunky were inseparable. She used to put sunglasses, headbands, doll clothes on that dog. He would have to sit in her little doll's height chairs or in the strollers, and she would push him around. He tolerated it. He loved it. He would sit and play dolls with her. She'd get all of her doll stuff out, and that dog would smack right in the middle of all her doll stuff and sit there and let her dress him up. And it was just the cutest thing. I've got so many pictures of that dog dressed up in doll clothes with sunglasses on and tiaras and headbands, and it was just cute. He was not a normal Chihuahua. He really wasn't. He was a one of a kind dog. Most Chihuahuas like that don't tend to like children too much, and he took right to her. He loved kids. Charlie, on the other hand, he was a rescue, and he was to replace her dog that she lost, Oreo Bobo, but Charlie didn't take to her. He'd tolerate her, but he's my dog through and through, 100% my dog. Both of them were my dogs, but aw, Paula, I'm glad you got a companion. They do make really good companions. He's your TV buddy. Aw. Spunky was like that. He got to where he just couldn't jump anymore. He had arthritis really bad in his front shoulders. So we couldn't let him jump anymore. He loved to be up on the back of the couch to look out the window. He had to sleep with me at night. So I was constantly, for the last almost 2 years, constantly picking that dog up, putting him down, picking him up, putting him down. Go outside, I'd have to carry him down the 3 steps and then carry him back up the steps. He couldn't tolerate that pressure of the pouncing on his front shoulders anymore. So had to do what I had to do for him. Oh, Pebbles, that's going to be fun, training a new puppy. Puppies are a blast. But I couldn't get another dog right now. Even if I wanted to, if someone offered me a free Chihuahua right now, I couldn't do it. Just because of the heartbreak from Spunky. As I said, Charlie's a rescue dog. I'm guessing his age to be somewhere between 4 and 7, 5 and 8. I'm not sure how old he truly is. The vet couldn't tell me his true age by his teeth because his teeth are in exceptional shape. So she's kind of guessing with me in those age ranges as well. So, oh, that would be so cute. We had steps for Spunky when he was a pup because the bed was so high. I had a footstool to get on my old bed. It was so high. So we built him steps, and he would go up those steps and down them. But as he got older, he wouldn't use them. So you had a rescue turn you down. Aw. I often wondered that too, how much it costs for them to go to school. Aw, that's a good dog, Pebbles. 10 years. That's a long time together. I had Spunky for 13 years. Ow, that's a lot of money. Hokey peekers. 55,000 to put them through school. Ouch. Yeah, no kill shelters, they don't usually turn anyone away if you want to rescue a dog or a cat or any other pet they have in there. Yeah, that is crazy. Oh, that'd be nice if the state could help. It really would. That would save a lot of money. But if she can do it herself and train the dog to what her needs are, that's even better because then it's trained to just her needs of what she needs. And I think that would be great. Maverick was a rescue. Yep, Charlie's my rescue, and God willing, he lives for quite a few more years because I don't never want to have to go through that heartbreak again for a very, very, very long time. And after Charlie, I probably will be done with dogs. I just can't handle that heartbreak of having to do that to them when it's their time to go. That damn near killed me putting Spunky to sleep. Yeah, I got Oreo Bobo in the backyard. He's got a cross and a headstone. Spunky's now in the backyard, and he's got a purple climbing flower on his grave, and he's got a cross that's stained. And then I will put either block letters with his name, or Mr. Crafty had mentioned yesterday about seeing about having it laser engraved like a wood burning in his cross. And then I've got a little rock that I will make his Spunky's headstone out of. Yes, emotional support animals now are supposed to be able to go just as many places as a service animal can. Spunky was a emotional support animal for me. I could take him into stores with me. I could take him into certain restaurants with me, um, doctor's offices. I could take him into those places. I could take Spunky just about anywhere as long as I had his paper stating that he was an emotional support animal. So, the emotional support chickens. Alrighty, friends, it's about time to head over to Miss VJ's. If you guys would like to go over and raid VJ. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else planned. I hope you guys enjoy making this shawl. Please do not forget to put up pictures in the Facebook group. Again, congratulations to Mary Hain. She has 48 hours to reach out. If she does not reach out, I will redraw a winner Wednesday when I do my Whippin' Wednesday video. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay safe, stay crafty. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to all of you who are watching my playlist. I appreciate the help. Love and hugs to each of you guys. I love all of you very much, and I will see you guys on the YouTube streets. Bye. Have a blessed day.